On 9/11, I shared a joke about how one day people would be saying Happy 9/11 the same way that people say Happy Memorial Day, where they forget what the thing that we're memorializing is about because they got a weekend off and they get to barbecue and hang out with friends. We're seeing that right now when people are glorifying a letter that Osama bin Laden, who is responsible for 9/11 and a lot more than just that, they're taking this letter to America that he wrote and they're taking parts of it that work for them and making it all about like we were lied to and Osama bin Laden was right about what he says in there. It's really scary. I don't know if you've read the letter. I hope you haven't had to. I went through it this morning as well as watched a ton of videos from people talking about why this letter was eye-opening for them. And what's crazy is that they're taking a terrorist's words as fact. They're like, oh my gosh, I never even knew these things, that America's been lying to us and all of this, because they're so angry about what's going on with Palestine and what they're learning about the history of Israel and the Jewish people. Because a lot of what this talks about in his letter, first of all, he talks about how Jews run the media and we run the world and all of that kind of stuff. But he also talks about how being gay is evil. Like, I don't know if they just skipped over that part. They're taking this man who has murdered thousands and thousands of people in the name of what he believes in, and they're making what he says as fact. The conclusion they're coming to is that Osama bin Laden was really just trying to open up people's eyes to what was happening with the illegal occupation in Palestine, which is Israel, right? None of that, I put this in quotes because none of that is actually true. And that is why they're so excited about this letter, because this letter proves everything that they've been learning and saying, that the Jews are evil, that Israel is evil, and now they're justifying 9/11. What I've realized through all of this is that people are seeing the world as so black and white. If you support one side, that means that you hate the other side and celebrate everybody's deaths on that other side, right? It doesn't work like that. But that's how their minds are working. The same way that with this letter to America from Osama bin Laden, they think the American military is evil. They think the IDF is evil. So if they're evil on that side, then the other side must be good, because there can only be a villain and a victim. That's how their minds work right now. There can only be one or the other. If you're the victim, then you are justified in murdering as many people as you need in order to fight back against the cause, right? That's how they see Hamas, as freedom fighters, because of everything that's happened over 75 years. So they justify what Hamas did on October 7th because of it.